Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background, sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background, sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd trying to make life miserable trouble for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback will audible. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man on the right.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Cut it. In blue.
They'll run for it on third and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
He'll keep it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second football.
Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
42 Spider.
Quarterback checking off.
Lion. Ready.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's the handoff. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drop.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They're bringing heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll send out the kicker here. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Coming after it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half...
Oh, look out! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. Gets away from one. He's got space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that can hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Dumps it to the back. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This should be the last play of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Michigan 7, Tennessee 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. The toss sweep to the right. And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's complete to the left. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They're trying to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He'll go to the sneak.
It'll be interesting to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on third down. Now it's fourth and goal, but you're on the 2-yard line. Do you have confidence in your guys up front to get it done?
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the team.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Judowski. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Man, it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. Touchdown ball. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The play action fake. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive defense.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's going to pass on second down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Getting some heat. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Easy.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. You want to talk about making a decision pay off, Jesse. They convert right there and take any doubt out of this game.
I don't know how many guys in the huddle offensively were surprised by the head coach deciding to go for it, but it didn't stymie them. It didn't faze them. They just went out, handled their business. They're going to ice this game.
In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.